All right, welcome back. What if you and your mom are having some issues and you aren't speaking? How do you mend the fences? How do you get back on track? DC-based and nationally recognized author and communications expert Stephen Gaffney, better known as Mr. Honesty, joining us with some proven tips this morning. Stephen, good morning to you. You know, we're talking about Mother's Day. We're celebrating mothers, but, you know, I think the truth is that a lot of people, some don't have good relationships with their moms. How do you mend the fences? How do we get them back on track?
Well, first of all, people really just want to be loved and appreciated. So we have to remember to not get caught up in the words people say. Listen for the true message they're trying to convey. Let me give you an example. My mom. Hi, Mom. My mom can be challenging, you know, and she's always giving advice. You know, you didn't do this, you didn't do this.
Right.
And then one day I realized the reason why she does that is because she loves me. So sometimes when it gets to be a little bit too much, I just go, Mom, I got it, you love me.
Yeah.
People are so tough on other people. Instead of just like letting things go and really listen for what they are trying to convey. And so many people, they just want people to understand them.
You know, you're affectionately known as Mr. Honesty. I can imagine a relationship between mom and child. There's got to be a high degree of honesty between the two.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the biggest problem is not what people say, it's what they don't say. So what we can say sometimes in responses with somebody that we're having a difficult time with is, wow, I feel hurt. But the problem is we start blaming and accusing the other person. And so what we really need to do is get that unsaid said. In fact, there's really 4 levels of open, honest communication. But no matter how you look at it, the key is we have to speak the truth.
So how do we say those difficult things that need to be said and not disrespect our mothers at the same time? That's a difficult balancing act.
Well, first of all, we need to really listen to them, really get that message. But the second thing is, when we're conveying things, get out of the blame game. You know, so many people are tough on other people, and then they get into that role, and it's not so easy. For example, I love to ask people in my seminars, you know, how many of you are tough on your boss? And then you get to that position, you go, it wasn't so easy. Yeah. How many people are tough on their parents, and then they become a parent, and they go, wow, I shouldn't have been so tough. You know, people say and always think other people's job is so much easier until they get it. And we have to really understand to listen to that person, speak our truth, and really then give people ideas of what we want to do moving forward. So we could say to the person, listen, I would really appreciate it if you didn't say this, or if you are saying this, to say it in a way that's more with a better tone. Because tone is 5 times the impact of the words we say. So we have to look at the way we convey things and share that with others.
It's interesting. You know, my mother always told me that you'll never really understand some of the difficulties I had with you until you're a parent. And now that, you know, I'm in a parental role, I get it. And so I called her a couple days ago and I apologized because I was like, I was a rough kid. She's like, yeah, you were. So you got a new book out right now. Talk to us a little bit about the new book. What can we expect from it? Give us a little bit of background.
Okay, the newest book is Be a Change Champion. And really what that is about is keeping up the momentum of change. So if you look at it, we all want to improve our lives. But sometimes what happens is we just don't keep up that momentum, that exercise program or at work, that project. And what I've identified, there's 10 key factors to keeping up the momentum. And one of those factors is what we really have to look at is get out of perfectionitis. You know, this kind of dovetails well with what we were just talking about. People are so tough on other people, but we also are tough on the people around us and ourselves, and we expect perfection. But what that does is eventually it demotivates other people and it demotivates ourselves. So that's one of the 10 key factors.
There's a lot of great advice there. Stephen Gaffney, better known as Mr. Honesty. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.